G'day YouTube, Thunder Diesel here, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. Today, we are back in BeamNG Drive, but today we are taking a look at toxic sand dunes. Toxic sand dunes, however you want to pronounce it. This map is absolutely massive. There's a lot to do on this map, from a dune rally racing, trails, there's a straight road that goes down the middle of the map. Just a bunch of awesome things you can do, but today we are going to be doing some sand dune hill climb drag racing, as that is very popular in Abu Dhabi, I believe, or is it Saudi Arabia? In one of those countries they do these massive sand dune hill climbs in these 3,000 to 4,000 horsepower machines. So today we are going to build one. So the question is, which vehicle are we going to use to build our sand dune drag racing vehicle? I am kind of leaning towards your typical Land Cruiser. So let's go land, and we have a few to choose from. We have 1979 FJ45, we have our 99 to 2007 Land Cruiser, or we have our Toyota Land Cruiser 100, or our Land Cruiser J80, and our Land Cruiser Pajero, however you want to pronounce it in whatever country you're from, but in Australia we pronounce it Pajero. Even though there's no J, it's a D, don't ask me why. But I'm probably leaning more towards this 99 to 07, just because, well, we do have a race version over here already, along with off-road versions. Let's actually go through a couple of these just to see what we've got. This one's got 26 different configurations. So, and we've also going to have to take into account what type of engines some of these have. We've got another Land Cruiser here. I don't know what this one is. Ah, okay, it's that one. I completely forgot I even had that one. But we probably will end up going with our Land Cruiser J100 here. And let's go with our race version, because it's probably going to have the most powerful engine, one would assume. And we're just going to use this config, see how it goes up the hill, and then do what we may have to do with it from there forward. Now, I haven't played on this map yet. This is my first time checking this map out, and I actually have not driven this particular Land Cruiser yet, so I'm keen to see if this thing will go up this hill in this configuration, or if I'm going to have to put some different tires on this thing. But let's just see what it does. Definitely sounds like it's got some power. It's pulling. It's definitely pulling. It's a little squirrely. Might have to put some better tires on it. But whoa! Okay, it definitely made it. The sand physics on this map are absolutely insane. I'm not exactly liking the sound of this engine too much, so let's go back to here and let's play around with some things, shall we? So go here and we'll go engine. Apparently it's got the 1A, whatever this is, 1FZFE engine. Transmission wise, okay, I think this is Arabic or something. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a big fan of the manual transmission. I'm probably going to go with a 2-speed power glide, and I want to make it all-wheel drive. Granted, the rear wheel drive got up there perfect with no issues, but I want an all-wheel drive race transfer case, so let's go with that. And we may have a look at what kind of tires we have on this thing. They're two different sets of wheels, so we may have to rectify that as well. The fronts are the KONZ's Bridgestone rims, and then the rear end has got different wheels. So we want the 16x7 Bridgestone, so it's alphabetical order. Let's go Bridgestone rims, grey. And then we've got the sand tires on the front already, so let's go ahead and apply that, and we'll see what tires it puts on the rear. Okay, now we've got matching wheels and Maxxis sand tire. Okay, so what other wheels do we have? Tires, should I say? Everything's off-road, yada yada yada. Okay, well, let's just stick with our sand tires for now, and we'll see how that goes. And I want to change the engine just because I'm not a fan of the sound of this engine, and just, yeah. So got an array of engines here that we can choose from. I'm kind of leaning towards a diesel swap, maybe. I don't particularly know. We could go with a common rail swap or a 24-valve ISB. We do have Duramax engines and Power Stroke engines, so we may have to play around a little bit here. And we've got this TD42T, which I believe is out of a Nissan Patrol. So we might actually throw this bad boy in here, and then we shall go. I think we need the GXL TD42 fuel tank for this to run. So we'll go ahead and we'll throw that in. Now, you can see we have a lot of stuff here to do to this. So let's go with our cold air intake, ARP head studs, high flow fuel, billet pistons. Now, anyone watching this that is a car person or is knowledgeable on car parts, what's better, billet or forged? Because I don't know the difference between billet and forged. For all these years, I've been watching people do like Cummins builds and things like that, and everyone's like, billet this, billet that, blah 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 blah. So I don't really know the difference between billet, ceramic coated, and forged. So anyone watching this, please leave some information or some links down below for me to go and read up on this sort of thing, because I'm not 100% knowledgeable on all this, and I can't be bothered really going and looking. So I usually just go with billet stuff, and what I personally think is the best, but I'm sure it's completely wrong in many ways. And now I wanted the 2-speed power glide in this, and we'll see how this goes going up the hill. So I'm going to leave the suspension the way it is for now. Excuse me, I just finished eating KFC, I'm really burpy. I'm going to leave the suspension and everything the way it is, because it went up the hill perfectly fine with the last setup, so I don't feel like I need to change anything there. And when it comes to tire pressures, I don't know what sort of tire pressures I want to run in the sand. Like, do I want to run a higher tire pressure or a lower tire pressure? So let's bring it down to say 15 psi, and we'll see how it goes. Because from an off-roading perspective, the small amount of knowledge I do have, running a lower psi equals more grip. So yeah, I'm assuming it really depends on the sort of terrain you're on and the sort of tire you're running and everything like that. But yeah, let's see how this goes. Now this thing is non-aspirated, or naturally aspirated, should I say. I'm an idiot, leave me alone. So there's no turbo or anything like that. This is just pure engine. So we shall see how this goes. doesn't help that it's not moving anywhere. I've got it in... What's going on here? Hold on. Shut that off. Something's not working the way it's supposed to be. Transmission. It didn't change the transmission. Why? I wanted 2-speed power glide. That's what I said. So why are you not changing? And then it goes back to the 4-speed. Automatic. Alright, well, all-wheel drive race transmission doesn't seem to want to work. So let's go 4-wheel drive transfer case and we'll see if that wants to work now. I think I know what I did wrong. Okay, let's go back to the race. I didn't go under front suspension and put a differential in it. That's probably the issue I'm having. Yes, that is definitely the issue I'm having. So I want welded front and rear differential. So that is 355 and the rear is 355, right. Now let's try that again. I don't know why it won't let me change transmission, but we're just gonna have to deal with that, I guess. Okay, something is definitely broken here. Let's do a couple of extra things here, see if we can... What I do know I need to do is remove this muffler, because that's just digging into the ground. And I might raise the suspension just a little bit, because I think we're kind of scraping along the ground. So let's bring the spring height up. Not that that really did anything. Let's see if we can get it to move now. Okay, that's a bit better. Still not really happy with me. Okay, it's not happy with me at all. Let's see if we can put a turbo on this thing. What's this sound mod? I didn't really pay any attention if I could put a... It comes with superchargers. Might have to go with a different engine here, because this doesn't seem to really want to work too well. Sorry, I keep hitting my microphone, it's like right here. I want to do a diesel kind of build, but I don't think it's going to work in my favor, so I might have to go with a gas-powered engine. I mean, I could always try doing the 6.7 litre 24 valve Cummins, and we'll see what that does. I'm just tinkering around here to see what may or may not work. It doesn't look like this will let me put a turbo on this either. I might... And it doesn't have like additional modification section up here where I can go turbo everything. So I don't know. Still got pretty much all the billet stuff from the last engine still selected. Alright, let's go that. Adjustable ECU, that DPF delete. Yes, yes. Right. Apply this. Engine management soft limiter. Well, I don't know why it won't let me put a turbo on this. What does this sound mod do? Is my Cummins now going to sound like a Toyota engine? Ah, I forgot to change the fuel tank to a diesel fuel tank. My bad. Let's try this again. it's actually quite a nice sound, even though it's supposed to be a diesel. What is weird sound? Let's see what this is. Is it gonna make like a really weird sound? Well, that doesn't sound very weird to me, but anyway, let's remove that. I kind of wish it would let me put a turbo on this Cummins, but it's not going to, so we're just going to have to see how this goes. It's not really aggressive, is it? Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna have to go back to our Toyota F1Z engine. Put this back to gasoline. Let's put the sound mod on, because I did not like the sound of the original engine. I didn't see that you could actually change the sound up there, so we've got stock camshafts. Oh, hello. Okay. Let's go with the Slopper Turbinado. Unichip race, max ECU. Go with max ECU. Heavy duty, ultra heavy duty. Race headers, intake, stage 3, variable boost. Race. Now let's see if it's going to let me put a 2-speed power glide on this. No, it just changes back to the 4-speed automatic transmission. Okay, let's go with the 4-speed tuned. Will it let me do tuned? That would be nice. Instead of having the same transmission. Okay, let me do that. Right. So we've still got our all-wheel drive race transfer case, all that. Exhaust, we'll leave it empty. Okay, this definitely sounds like it might actually do something now. Or not. Well, it kind of moves in low, but in high. It's really not having it at all. Okay, we're gonna have to try a different engine again, because that's just not having it whatsoever. What engine should we use? We don't have many choices. We could just straight up go 500 cubic inch V8 and just watch this thing absolutely send to the moon, which I know it's probably going to do. Can I change the hood on this thing by any chance? Got race hood, let's just go empty hood. 500 cubic inch, we want stage 6 long block. Chrome headers, heavy duty, yes. Exhaust pipes will go. Manifold tips, we got supercharged intake, stage 1 blower, stage 3, throttle body chrome, engine management will leave. Got launch control, okay, let's go that. And we got V2 automation sound, and we'll leave the transmission the way it is. Now we should have no issue getting up this hill. in 4 high. We should have no issue whatsoever, and if we do, there's something wrong. Okay. Starting on the hill is not the best idea, so let's go with just starting at the bottom and see what it does. Good lord. Okay. Well, that went well. I'm not sure it's liking this automatic transmission. I couldn't tell if it was shifting or not. So I'm going to have to hopefully maybe change this to a manual transmission, if it will let me. So let's go 5-speed manual, because for some reason it doesn't want me to change transmissions. Okay, it's let me change to a 5-speed manual, so I'm going to do a test and we'll launch it in 3rd and we'll see what it does. Okay, it looks like it's going to work in my favor. So let's go into our 1st person here. Oh god, it did a wheelie. Oh, that's not good. This is not going to end well at all. At least the sand is soft. It didn't do much damage. It was just kind of bouncing around on the sand. Alright, let's try this again. Oh god. Wow. Okay, I think that's a bit too much power. Wow. Okay, hang on. Let's go back into tuning here. Idle RPM, we've got 6,000 RPM. Let's bring this up to 7,000. And I want to bring the tire pressures back up to 30. So maybe it doesn't grip as much, and we actually get, you know, a decent run without it trying to wheelie on the gear shifts. And we'll see how this goes. Oh, still wants to wheelie. It's because the sand is so soft here, it's just wants to grip up and do a wheelie. So see, that was a 3rd gear launch. It just straight up lifts the front end off the ground. Okay, that was a little more tame. It's just because in this view, you can't see when the top of the hill's coming. I'm going to have to be in 1st person doing this. And that was that was 3rd gear, just kind of alternating, or feathering the throttle near the top. So let's see what happens this time. I should have lifted earlier. Oh god, I'm flying. That was a good 5 seconds of airtime. And now I'm gonna roll down the other side of the hill. Oh no. Well, we might as well see how what this does. Jesus, take the wheel. Whee! It's gonna land in that water down here. I think that's water, is it? Is that water? No. That's death. Good lord. So yeah, I think I've got just a little too much power. So, let's go. It's 500 cubic inch engine. Let's go naturally aspirated, and we'll see what this does. Because don't get me wrong, supercharger and blower is nice and all, but I think naturally aspirated is going to be more than enough. Oh lord. Okay, so might need to change the gear ratios. I'm not going to drag this video out too much longer. I just I want, okay, let's go 308. Let's see what that achieves. And then we'll probably wrap this video up because we're going on 30 minutes already. I didn't realize how quick time flies when you're having fun. So let's go first person. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I still flew a little bit. Let's try that one more time. But hopefully I'll be able to see the top of the hill coming. Okay. Well, I'm happy with that. I might actually save this config the way it is at the moment. And then I can tinker around with it off camera, or if I do another episode we can tinker around some more with it and maybe refine this build a little bit. And actually, one thing I want to do real quick before we end off this episode, let's open up our apps here and let's throw up the drag timer, because I don't know if that's a quarter mile up the hill or a half mile up the hill, but we shall find out. Where is the actual starting line? Let's move back a little bit. Clutch overheating. Whoops. Alright, that's alright. We'll restart that here. And we'll see what sort of time we can get before we get to the hill. And then next episode we'll see if we can beat it. Okay, well, 10 seconds roughly. So from the time it got to 10 seconds, okay, hold on, I'm gonna try something again here real quick. We'll go from the base of the hill. So that's normally the way they do it in these actual races, is they'll start right at the base of the hill, not 100 yards back. Whoop, it didn't go into second gear, of course it didn't. Okay, let's try this again. And I might actually go with low range just to see what it may do. Oh, why does it not go into gear? God damn it, game. In the last update, the 0.30 update, they've changed the gear shifting, and I'm not used to it. Oh god. Okay, well, using the Adams drag timer isn't obviously going to be the best option, because apparently I'm only halfway up the hill by the time we get to the half mile, quarter mile. I'm stupid, I don't know mathematics. I don't know what 1/8 of a mile is, if that's quarter or half. Laugh at me all you want. God damn. I did it again, it didn't shift. I have no idea what I was doing there. I'm just... Well, 13 seconds, so it was around the same time as the first one I did. When it said 10 seconds and I was halfway up the hill, so 13 seconds. Again, was just a quick 32-minute build of dumbassery, so I think anyone that has any experience in sand hill dune climbing, leave your comments down below on what you suggest I should do or build, anything I could do better, any like tuning recommendations, wheel recommendations, things like that. But yeah, if you liked this video, like I said, leave your comments down below, hit that thumbs up button, and if you have not already, hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell so you know whenever I upload. So until next time, Thunder Diesel out.